wanna be her for your mom to your pops to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for, and take it.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready, ready! Go 58 to the mic. Come, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Ready, ready!
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
From the gun, Gilbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
65. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. He's going to fire one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
First down, Bills.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
On the double. Check 45 to Mike. I'll get him. Deep grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And now look at him go. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Crunch. Switch. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, break.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Crystal, Travis. Hey, Alpha. Check 31.
Gilbert. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Gordon. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Time go. Hey, high 7. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Tighten up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Off the play fake. McLean rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, McLean. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLean, he'll leave it for Cohen, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
at the 20.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it up.
Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Hey, check back 21. Right 21. Check back 21. 6-man. Check girls. Check girls. Check girls. Hey, now.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. And he's got his man, Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, Gilbert eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Don't let it breathe, defense. Kill.
Throwing again, Gilbert. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gilbert. And he floated one out there incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Gordon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Bravo.
Second down and goal. Gilbert. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Check, General West. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. Complete to Hilton. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You draw Corker.
Back to throw. Gilbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, Haywood.
We own them. We own them.
Now.
To throw from his end zone. McClain going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, McClain. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, echo. 8, read.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Hilton. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Gilbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive. McClain. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Gilbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now.
And again this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, McClain. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Set up. 10-2 soft. 45. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. 5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Second and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Throwing after the interception. Gilbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Gilbert. Ooh, the juke. Gets it to Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Ready. 18 Gator. Pilot 64. Weak.
Shit.
Snap.
On 3rd and 2, McClain. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out. Now the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Gilbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. Now the ball comes loose. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
30 base. X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
90 Wolf.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. McLean. Paul bringing it in. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
18 Gator.
Right here, right here.
Mike, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the carry, McGee. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, it's Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Off play action. McLean. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Gilbert. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 4th down, Gilbert. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal.
Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Big edge. Big edge. Big edge. Hit it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw. Gilbert.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be taken very short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw, 80 weapons.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Let go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. No chance.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go.
On first and 10, Gilbert. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. All you get is
Go.
All you get is a headache. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike.
On first down, Gilbert. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
16 yards. And the Bills first down.
Come on,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Zipper.
Give me that ball. Give me
Buzz, Buzz.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout
On the set.
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Now.
Looking to throw. Gilbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Ready? And logo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27.